Hello, my YouTubers out there. This is your cameraman, Billy Justin. So this week, for today's update is October 22nd, 2022. And right now, the weather outside is about, it's in the mid-upper 60s. And you know, 3 or 4 days ago, it was so cold, starting on Monday all the way up to Friday afternoon when it was warmed up a little bit. It might be warm for a little while till it gets cold again, to sort of notice. Yep, Halloween's around the corner, and we're in the late October, right? And these are the things I got from eBay this week. Yep. I'm doing pretty good with some items and such and trying to keep ahead with the eBay business. Okay, let's start with one of the VHS tapes I got this week from eBay. Here's the 1986 horror movie called Link. It's about this college student girl named Caine was assigned by her science teacher, yep, Dr. Phillips, and he has to be like her assistant until she meets Link, the butler, and then he becomes a killer ape, killing people. And also, she was trapped into that house until she finally got out of that Dr. Phillips mansion by Link, probably by outsmarting Link by lighting matches to smoke a cigar and blows up the mansion by leaving the gas oven on, picking it up. So they try to outsmart him. This is an early 1987 VHS release from HBO Caine on video. And I know this tape has the death tone at the end. This tape was actually printed on June 5th, 1987. It's a pretty good copy, made in USA. But I like these tapes like that. And that's why I take care of my VHS tapes. Next one we got Smokey and the Bandit 2. Burt Reynolds, Sally Field, Jackie Gleason, Jerry Reed, and Don Elloitt. 1980 original packaging from MCA Video Cassette Incorporated. This is the second one of the Smokey and the Bandit films, when the original was made in 1977. I'm trying to get the third one. And this copy of it is not the original, this is a reprint. Sticker label 1986 from Denholm Video. And here comes the print date. Printed it on the 14th week of 90. Yep. That's why I'll be planning to sell this on eBay for the very near future. Now I got some Disney tapes I got from eBay. Let's start with the 1986 reissue of Pinocchio. This is the packaging, yep. I only have 1985 copies of this Disney classic. Just check out the tape. The death tone at the end is, it goes for about 10 seconds. And that really sucks. Here's the 1985 sticker label. The tape was printed on July 18, 1986. During at the time, about a little bit before Sleeping Beauty came to home video. When you reach upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Now we got some other Disney tapes. We got Peter Pan. There's a 1990 release of the Walt Disney Classics. 2 thumbs up. You feel Peter Pan is your age, no matter what age that is, by Cisco and Ebert. Yep. The great Bobby Driscoll does Peter Pan's voice when he was a teenager. Here's the ink label, and this tape was printed on March 22nd, 1990. Yep, I'll be selling this on eBay. And here's another one. The late 1986 release of Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty became a 6 prior to be released in the Walt Disney's The Classic series. But this is one of the first ones ever had with the Walt Disney Company sign on it. I think it's Alice in Wonderland when it was reissued in the thick cardboard. Yep. With the label, the tape was printed it on August 1st, 1986. About 3 days before my birthday. Before my second birthday. Yep. Once Upon a Dream. The song from Sleeping Beauty. I'm just a Disney fanatic. Now here's Alice in Wonderland, 1986 reissue. I think it was the third edition of Alice in Wonderland was in a thick cardboard. After it was, this is in the clamshell. After it was first reissued in a slip cardboard in the spring of '86. Here's what this tip looks like. Yep. There's a blue sticker label print. They printed it on September 26, 1986, and this one has a death tone, same thing for Sleeping Beauty. And now I'm going to show you what the beta tapes I have, like one of my Columbia Pictures Betamaxs tapes. Yeah. But he put these in the exact order when they originally made. Just give me a few minutes, okay? Thank you. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let's see. 7, 4, 7, 3. Okay, here's all my Columbia Pictures Betamax tapes. From the ones from the RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video from 1983 to 1987. Today I have 1980 up to like or whatever. So I showed you that in my previous update videos. All my Columbia VHS tapes. Let's start with this musical Independence Day movie of 1776, made in 1972. This is the original early 83 box packaging. I'm trying to find the one on VHS. This is at the same time as when Funny Girl was first released in this. Yep. This is one of the last ones to be released in the gateholding box of all my Columbia tapes. There's an orange tag on it. Here's early 83 sticker label. And this tape was printed it on the 6th week of 1985. At that time, 1776 was reissued in early 1985 on VHS. Trying to put this back in the box. Here we go. Now the next video I have in this tape set is The Toy, where Richard Pryor and Jackie Gleason and the kids in the Christmas Story now stick the tongue out into the pole. Eric Bates, yep. Toy seems like a good movie, but too bad don't have no teaming up with Gene Wilder, as they did in Silver Street and Stir Crazy. I think I showed you the Stir Crazy on beta in one of my previous update videos. This is the early 83 original release of The Toy, and here it comes back to surprising sticker label that it just looks like. This is not a VHS, this is a Betamax. I gotta open this. Here's the colorful sticker label of The Toy. It looks like they used it as exact way as the Three Stooges volume on VHS had, as a colorful sticker label. This tape was printed it on the 10th week of 1984. But in my early 1983 VHS of the toy has a on it. Here comes the 1983 comedy of The Survivors. Robert Williams and Walter Matthau and Jerry Reed. Made in 1983, The Survivors didn't make any money in the box office when this movie came out in theaters. It's about these two unemployed guys struggling to survive throughout the winter. So Robert Williams had to decide to become like one of those professional killers out into the snowy country. That's how he's buying automatic weapons, so he can just train for it. Well, the Matthau has to do some civilization jobs, like cab drivers and working in a store and everything. Also, the only thing that's missing in The Survivors with Walter Matthau, his friend Jack Lemmon. When they make movies together, from The Odd Couple, Fortune Cookie, and 20 Old Men movies. Here's what this tape looks like. This is a late 83 sticker label tape. Yep. Here's what this tape looks like. And we have two UPC codes. The Columbia Pictures Home Entertainment 82 UPC code and RC Columbia Pictures Home Video 1983 UPC code. I don't see any print date on it. This is at the time Robert Williams did the 1982 comedy called The World on the Count of Gaps, which is a great movie that stars with Glenn Close co-starred. John Lithgow is a girl, yeah. Next one we got here is the man who had Women with Burt Reynolds and Julie Andrews in Kim Basinger, directed by Blake Edwards, the one who made the Pink Panther films. This is made in 1983. This is the early 84 original by RC Columbia Pictures Home Video. So what this tape looks like, this is in Beta Hi-Fi. This is a late 83 sticker label, early 84. And this tape was printed it on, I don't see a print date on it. It's supposed to be. Around that time, Burt Reynolds took the third Smokey and the Bandit movie when he had a brief cameo in it, while Jackie Gleason's about to make like the arrest at the end. Now we got Educating Rita with Michael Caine and Julie Walters, made in 1983 in England. Yet at the time, Michael Caine was 50 years old. And I like Michael Caine. This is the mid-84 original first release of Educating Rita. It is in Beta Hi-Fi. At the end of this tape, it has not the 1983 FBI warning screen, it has the 1979 FBI warning screen at the end. Closed caption with a hearing impaired. This is in Beta Hi-Fi. This tape was printed on, hold on, the 24th week of 1984. After around that time when the 90s Swedish volume came to home video, around spring of 84. Here's one of the acclaimed baseball movies of all times. Robert Redford in The Natural, co-stars with Robert Duvall, Glenn Close, Kim Basinger, Wilfred Brennan, Richard Farnsworth, Robert Polsky, Darren McGivens, Joe Don Baker, and even Michael Marison as Bump Bailey. The same Michael Marison you might know in The Reservoir Dogs as Mr. Blum when he cut the cop's ear off. Michael seems like a great movie. At the end of the film, the New York Knights won the World Series, but in the book, they lost the World Series. Seems like a great movie. Some dramatize a good happy ending. It was directed by Barry Livingston, the one who directed Good Morning Vietnam and Rain Man. Late 1984 beta tape. This tape was printed on the 45th week of 1984. This is one of the first titles ever had a Beta Hi-Fi on it. It was out around that time that the Monster on the Hudson was actually released in VHS Hi-Fi and Beta Hi-Fi. No, I think Beta Hi-Fi started in late 83. The VHS Hi-Fi started in late 84. The next one we got here is Charles Bronson. I don't mean Death Wish, but The Evil That Men Do. I think I showed you that on my previous update videos, but the one on Beta and the VHS. This is an early 85 original. That starts with Whitley Thompson, yep. Made the TriStar in 1984. And I'll show you what this tape looks like. This is what the tag looks like. It's not orange. This tape was printed on the 3rd week of 1985. Next one we got here is Razor Edge with Bill Murray and Denholm Elloitt. It was made in 1984. And did you know, there was like the original Razor Edge that starts with Tyrone Powers, Gene Tarramy, Herbert Marshall, and Kristen Webb. Yep, they did 2 film versions of Razor Edge. The original 1946 and the remake with Bill Murray did in 1984. Around that time he did the original Ghostbusters. And I do like Bill Murray. He's such a good comedian. Also in this film, Bill Murray had a cameo, Bill Murray's brother. The one from Caddyshack. His tape was printed on the 10th week of 1985. And this is the closed captioning of the hearing impaired. The next one I have on Beta is the Charles Dickens musical Oliver Twist in 1968 or 69. The stars with Mark Lester's Oliver, Jack Wilder's Awful Dodge is the one from H.L. Puff and Stuff, Ron Mooney is Fagin, and the great Oliver Reed is Bill Sakes. And you might know him in Tommy, in the rock music opera. Features the good songs, Consider Yourself at Home, I'll Do Anything, Papa, That's How It Goes. Directed by Carol Reed. In his 1968 musical. I kept the Beta tape out, sadly to say, the tape master of Oliver on Beta, it's not from 1983, that has the 1979 original FM warning screen at the end. It starts with the 1985 warning screen at the beginning. Yeah, and that really sucks. I try to get this on VHS a lot of times, but I get screwed like the 86 reprints. I finally got that in November of 2021, the original. This tape was printed on the 49th week of 86. I'm trying to find the original copy of Oliver when it first came out in the early 80s. Here's Gregory Hines and Barry Shelburne, whatever, the ballet dancer in White Nights in 1985. The one they play involved with the CIA, with the Russian, with the CIA thing, they had to be stuck into their rooms until there's a complete investigation. Yep. This is an early 86 release on Beta, same time as on VHS. Show you what this Beta tape looks like. Featuring some songs. Song by Lionel Richie is called You Say Me. Here's what this Beta tape looks like. Colorful. This tape was printed on the 28th week of 1986. Now we got here All the Burgess, made in 1986. Anthony Michael Hall, yeah. This has got to be released in late '86 when the headquarters was moved from Alameda Avenue to Olive Avenue. Yep. Here's what this tape looks like from late 1986. This tape was printed on the 52nd week of 1986. And was like the last week of 1986. Next one we got Stephen King's Stand By Me, 1987. I know one of the kids in this film was played by River Phoenix and Claudia Feldman and Jerry O'Connor. And one of the boys is played by Keith Sutherland, the son of the actor of Donald Sutherland, and they're narrated by Richard Dreyfuss. Directed by Rob Reiner, Carl Reiner's son, the one from All in the Family. This movie takes place in 1959. It's about those four kids went into the woods and they're looking for Ray Browder, that is the dead body victim. Yeah, until their punk enemies were just interfering. Peter Sutherland and his friends. And if this is some big song, Stand By Me, that's the name of the song from this movie. Here's what this beta tape looks like. Doesn't have any damage, thank God. This tape was printed on the 13th week of 1987. I showed you that in my previous update videos of Stand By Me. Finally, before all of this video ends, is the last Betamax tape I have that is a part of the Columbia Classic. I only have to warn I have Mr. Snickers to watch these things. That is The Talk of the Town with the great Cary Grant, Jane Arthur, and Ronald Colman. Nominated for 6 Academy Awards, including the Best Picture. This film was made the same year as Casablanca was one of the Best Picture. Here's looking at you, kid. Directed by George Stevens, the one that directed Caine in 1953, and the Place That Sun with Elizabeth Taylor and some of them Chris. This is an early 87 release. At the same time as Chris Ocean Sings Again, and one of the Bob Hope movies on VHS, like When the Drop Hit in the Film with a Freud spun up her face. Believe me, I've been a Bob Hope fan since I was a teenager. Here's what this tape looks like. There's the orange tag. Yep. This tape was printed on the 43rd week of 1987. It's got to be late 87 release. I think I showed you that on VHS in one of my previous update videos. Well, folks, there you have it. This new update video for October 22nd, 2022. I'll see you again next time when I have more update videos. So just take care, try to comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. And you have a nice weekend. Goodbye, folks, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, and try to comment it. Enjoy the video. Bye.